Reddit to do and welcome into more important issues. It is. Oh, my microphone is coming back at me. It is Wednesday, April 22nd. Is that right? It is April Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.
I don't wake up and look at what date it is anymore because I have nothing to do.
And it's
like I don't have any appointments. I don't have anything coming up. Like I don't need to know the date, so I don't worry about it.
All I just need to know is 5 and 2. Like is it in the work week or is it the weekend?
Right.
That's all you need.
Right. I don't need to know the actual date.
Right.
It's been some beautiful weather though. It's been a good Earth Day, I guess. I coincidentally watched a Nat Geo show last night, so that's good.
And you played golf today.
And I played golf today, so I'm really in tune with the Earth.
Yeah.
Really in tune.
How are the greens today?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
They beat me. So,
oh.
Yeah. Yikes.
That's usually how it goes, though, right?
Yeah, usually. I've maybe gotten the better of it a few times. Not too many times. What'd you do today? While we're waiting on some people to get.
I worked. That's about it.
That's awesome.
I took my dog on a walk.
Great asking you.
Yeah.
Oh, you did go.
I did
you
go
did
on
get
a
to
walk.
enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah.
There you
did go on a little hike. Not a hike, but a walk. I enjoyed the earth.
Enjoyed the earth. There you go.
Yeah.
Stay with us. Don't go enjoy the earth. Watch this live show. We got a good one. We're talking about the Alabama-Tennessee game from 1998. Reliving the good old days. As we will continue our 98 rewatch. We are in our sixth game of the season. This is the sixth game? Yeah, because this is actually the first time we've started 6-0. This will be your Aflac trivia question.
I don't remember that.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Then this is a fun one. We'll get into that later. We're also talking about JT Daniels. He is a transfer from USC, potentially linked to Tennessee. We'll talk more about that. Talked a little bit about it on Sunday, but it's developed a tad bit more, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Since maybe not developed more, but we've looked into it more.
Yeah.
So, going to talk about the NFL draft and the Vols that could potentially go in the NFL draft. We've also got some college football rule changes. Those have been announced. Does that give you hope for the 2020 football season? They're at least implementing the changes.
A little bit, maybe.
It doesn't do anything different for me, I don't think. I think I still understand.
Yeah.
Oh, well. We're dreaming. So we're going to talk about those college football rule changes like there will be a 2020 football season, at least at some point. Maybe it's in 2021. Spring of 2021. I don't know.
Not according to the UConn.
Yeah, UConn is just like, no.
Yeah.
They've already given up.
It was the president, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
They've already given up. And then we got some segments, Jumbotron and Stupidity and Epidemic. So get ready for those. Giveaway at the end of the show.
Yeah, we got a $25 gift card to Hound Dogs. And so stay around for that. Also, check out our sponsors, Bet Now, Tennessee Tap House, Hound Dogs, and Commercial Bank. Commercial Bank is your neighborhood bank, and they're a leading financial institution with the services, capabilities, and resources of regional and national banks. Whether it's purchasing a home, saving for your child's future, or planning your next vacation, Commercial Bank is with you every step of the way to navigate life's big decisions. Life made better. Visit cbtn.com to learn more and find a branch near you. Guys, go check out the official bank of more important issues, Commercial Bank.
Yeah, check out Commercial Bank. Obviously, they're open right now to help you with any financial needs you may have. Make sure you also check out Tennessee Tap House. You can check them out on Facebook, and Hound Dogs.
Yeah.
Their website or Facebook. You can check them out, especially with everything going on right now. Check them out. Check out the locals.
Do we get it shared to Facebook?
Do what now?
Do we get it shared to Facebook?
I don't know. Do I need to do that?
Yeah, it's not letting me. Okay. If you just want to put we're live, and then I can share it.
Yeah, I got
everything. Cool.
Yeah. The 98 rewatch, though. Alabama. Tennessee welcomes in Alabama. I'll go ahead and give you the Aflac trivia question because it's actually, I don't think they mentioned something I realized. Maybe it was already assumed. I don't know because of the context. But the Aflac trivia question was asked, it was the last time Tennessee beat Bama, Florida, and Bama at home in the same year.
I do have this. It's 1970.
It was 1970. 1970 is, and this was obviously asked the 1998 season. So 1998, we do win this game and start 6-0 and beat Florida and Bama at home. But before that, it was 1970. Bill Battle was the coach. Phil Fulmer was on the team.
Dang.
Yeah, he's an offensive lineman at that time. His junior season, I believe. So little little trivia. Yeah, a little,
little
added
history.
trivia into it. That year, the Vols went 11-1 and beat in the Sugar Bowl. I don't remember who it was now. But Bill Battle was the youngest coach in America at that point, 28 years old. So
Oh, dang.
yeah.
The Sean McVay of college football coaches.
Right. Also, in kind of like, I guess this is like fun facts about the game. In attendance, we're being recruited. Chris Sims, whose brother would later be our quarterback.
Matt Sims.
We talked about him last week, right? Is that last week?
Yeah, I think
2 weeks
Chris
ago?
Sims ended up at Texas, right?
Texas, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And they also mentioned the recruitment of Eli Manning.
Yeah.
And even talked about how Cutcliffe's probably going to get him. And he did, just
not at
Ole Miss.
Tennessee.
Yeah, not at Tennessee. And then, I mean, I've got a couple things written down. Do you have anything you want to, before we actually talk about the game?
Yeah, so this is this will be our 4th straight win over Alabama.
Yes, and we are not sitting pretty anymore, especially, but even at that time, I think we're 10 or 11 games back in the series.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then this is this will be our 12th straight win over an SEC West opponent.
Wow. Well, that is a different...
How the turned have tabled.
Yeah.
And also the SEC West standings. Did you see that?
Yes. You tweeted it. It was Art. Let's see if I can remember. So Mississippi State, that's who we played in the SEC championship, but they were second at the time. I believe Arkansas was first.
Right.
Mississippi State. I feel like it got even weirder like that. I feel like I don't think it was Ole Miss. I think it might have been.
It was
Alabama.
Ole Miss.
It was Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
LSU.
Yep. Auburn.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What a very different.
The turned have tabled.
Yeah. That's quite the change.
Yeah. I mean, we'll never see that again.
There's no way.
No. I mean, look at the coaches at those programs. It's like
right.
God, who's Arkansas's coach? Help me out.
The offensive line coach used to be at UT.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If you hadn't said it.
Golly,
that's gonna.
I'm struggling. But yeah, Mike Leach and Lane Kiffin are the other ones. So yeah, we'll probably never,
not
get
a
to that
chance.
point. Yeah.
Not a chance. Okay, let's see here. I'm working on sharing these. Sorry.
I'll try to go into a little bit of Bama. So Bama, they had Sean Alexander, which is like a Hall of Fame running back,
and
a beast.
Proved it in this game. I mean, I don't think there were not a lot of times he was brought down by one person.
Yeah, I mean, luckily Tennessee's defense was so good, but you really got a taste of him at the very last play when Steve Johnson got that interception and came out of nowhere and just destroyed.
I was glad to see Steve Johnson pop right back up from that because
I
think the adrenaline of the interception got him.
And it's a lot of those, like, you know when you wreck your bike and you get up real quick?
Right.
Because people are watching? Like, I feel like it was one of those. I feel like when he got in the locker room, he was like, oh my God.
Oh, 100%. Because, I mean, I feel like that's the definition of bell rung.
Yeah. That's a collision of the game.
Right. Did they have that at the time? I
don't know. Maybe.
It's funny to hear them talk about, well, it's hilarious to see a hit just about every possession where you're like, oof.
Yeah.
Ejection. And then even they're talking about, they're like, that is a dangerous hit. And nothing happened. Like, it's normal play.
Just let them play.
So let the boys play.
But yeah, they had Sean Alexander. They also have Andrew Zhao, which is their redshirt freshman quarterback. Hasn't lost as a starter in high school or college.
I saw that. So I guess, I meant to look that up. Did you follow up? Was that his first start against Tennessee? Because they were 4-2.
He was 2-0.
2-0, okay.
Yeah. So I think ECU, and I don't remember who was before that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's 2-0 heading into this game. So this is a big game. Like, kid's a winner.
Right.
They also had Reggie Grimes. If that sounds familiar, he was his son, Reggie Grimes, was a recruit in the previous cycle and he's a signee at Oklahoma now, out of Ravenwood. So yeah, that's a little fun fact for you there. We just dominated the line of scrimmage again.
And even on defense when we struggled, we had another goal on stand that stood out to me. That, I mean, especially against someone like Sean Alexander, who coming into this game, you know, the pregame, they're sitting there talking about it, how if Sean Alexander can carry this team, Alabama has a chance, and that was their only hope. There were still, I think, some questions around our backfield and Travis Henry and Travis Stevens because they weren't Jamal Lewis.
Yeah.
And T. Martin kind of comes alive in this game in terms of he gets a lot of opportunities to run and throw in this game. Like do you have the box score?
Yeah.
Do you have his stats? I feel like he probably dominated the stat line.
So he was 10 for 14 passing, 117 yards, and then he had 13 rushes for 41 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I would have imagined he would have had more passing yards than that. They were a lot of play action kind of dunk plays. But,
and dude, that play action, like Cutcliffe was a master at that.
Well, I mean that is what happens when you have a good running game, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to respect it. Like they have to assume that run's coming when you show it. And
as soon as that, like in the back of their mind, they're thinking like, okay, he could. They do play action a lot, so they're thinking about that. And just when we like get them to sleep and know that run is coming, then we hit them with play action.
Yeah.
I think I also have this. So, we were 65% run, 35% pass entering this game.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a percentage. So we only threw 14 times in this game. We rushed 51 times.
Yeah.
So
we're definitely run heavy, and for good reason. I mean, that backfield is
and the offensive line,
one of the best.
That's they talked about them just wearing down opponents. I feel like we get to the fourth quarter and we're up, we're going to run the clock out, and you're not going to be able to stop it because our offensive line literally dominates from the first play to the last.
Right, and that's essentially what happened too in this game.
Yeah.
We think we had a 10-point victory or a 10-point lead for the entire fourth quarter, so it wasn't as close. wasn't really fighting to, it wasn't one play away from being a game again. But still, Alabama just didn't have much of a chance in the fourth quarter. So the dominated line of scrimmage was a big thing, and then Jeff Hall misses two field goals in this game. So that's 6 points you left out there that are typically almost guaranteed this season.
Luckily, Alabama missed 3. So
yeah. Oh, I know. The first miss, I was like, oh, okay, so this dates back a while.
Right.
Their place kicker issues.
Yes.
I need to look up what he finished on the year, Jeff Hall, because he had 2 misses in that game. I don't think he had any coming into this. He had 1, I think, coming into this game.
Yeah, 1 or 2. He had a couple, I think.
I think he just had 1 coming in, and he's kicked several field goals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, here we go. Sports. Hopefully they have the whole season.
And you talk about run heavy. It showed across we're 43-2-2 when Tennessee rushed for 200+ yards.
We were sorry. Say that one more time.
43-2-2.
Wow.
So I think you if you find that stat and you look at it, you're like, dude, we're on the football.
Right.
So yeah,
and
offensive line is just dominating.
And I would guess that.
And I think this is the first game Rito's back. Our right tackle.
Yeah, yes. It is. And did you hear what he was out with? A fractured foot, I believe. And he's back in
2 games.
Syracuse. So.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen anymore. Boys are just tougher than.
But I do like we ride the hot hand because when Butch Jones was here, we did not. If you made a long run,
it was like we'd go away
out.
from. Yeah, it was like we'd go away. So,
but this one, it was Travis Stevens last week went over the century mark, and then Travis Henry had the hot hand, and they let him get the 100 yards.
Right.
Splitting the carries.
Yeah. So Jeff Hall on the season was 15-24, and he missed 2 in that game. So he couldn't have missed more than 3 coming into the game total.
Yeah.
So I don't have the game-by-game statistics. I'm trying to remember. I know we've done this rewatch. I should remember. That's bad, but I'm trying to remember more than a miss or 2 before this.
I think I remember.
Remember 1?
I definitely remember 1 against Georgia. Maybe we had 1 against Auburn too.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Still, that's a pretty good field goal percentage right there.
Yeah. And you talk about T making play with his legs. I mean, they talked about that coming into the game that Alabama was concerned about was not really T throwing the ball, but him making plays with his legs, and they couldn't really do anything to stop
He did it several times.
Right.
He did it several times. Dude, how hard both Travis Henry and Travis Stevens run is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. And a lot of times they're taking out their own offensive linemen because they're running so hard. And if you're in his way, you're in his way. Like, that's your fault.
they don't put their head up until after they're past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, if
They're
you're in my
barreling.
way, you're getting run over.
They're barreling through.
Yeah.
Barreling.
But I think the play of the game was obviously so Sean Alexander runs for what was his touchdown?
Just about
44 yards
Yeah.
on a 3rd and 1, so everybody's lined up like right at the line of scrimmage. He breaks free and runs 44 yards. And how demoralizing is it when you kick off and that kickoff is returned for a touchdown?
Oh, yeah. And there was a flag. Everybody assumed it was on Tennessee.
Yeah.
And you get the nice John Ward call that the flag is on Alabama. And, yeah, that was definitely a turn of events. And that wasn't like the game. I guess that was a game-winning touchdown, but it wasn't like the game sealing. There's still a lot to go. But it definitely took the wind out of the sails.
Oh, yeah.
Especially after a touchdown where you're like, all right, we're back in this. And
yeah, I mean, that's why I'm saying it's so demoralizing. They're like, they score a touchdown, they get the 2-point conversion. Like, oh, we're in this game. And then,
no.
100 yards later, nope.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't kick it to Peerless Price. Don't do it.
No. I'm surprised how many times teams do kick it to him.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even having to work to get to it.
Well, they go down. They kick it to him again. Well, not again. They kick it further in the end zone where he takes a knee. But still, like...
Yeah.
I mean, what do they coach now? If they return a touchdown, you're coached to kick it out of the freaking back of the end zone or kick it out of bounds. Don't let him touch it.
It's not going to him again. It shouldn't.
Right.
You shouldn't be kicking to him again. Dude, I'm looking at Jeff Hall's statistics still. He made 47 extra points every single year.
Exactly 47?
Every single year. And every year except his senior year, he missed 2.
Wow.
So, that's insane. That can't be real, right?
You think they just like,
they got lazy with it. I don't know.
Just copy and pasted it?
I guess. I think he used to hold the record for most points. I don't know who does now. He used to.
Oh, it's definitely like Daniel Lincoln, right?
Oh, no. It's not Daniel Lincoln. There's no way. There's no way.
Who do you think it is?
It's a kicker. It's got to be Medley, Wilhoit. It could be Medley kicked all 4 years, didn't he?
I don't know.
See how easy that is to look up.
It's an interesting
thing. There's our trivia question of the day.
Yeah.
Who's the leading point scorer?
Also, we want
Tennessee
you guys to join in this. So YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, like, love, laugh, cry. Do something. Comment, share it. Ask any questions you want to throughout the show. We'll be happy to answer those. So.
Let's do a trivia question. Let's do that. Leading point scorer in Tennessee football history. We'll give away a More Important Issue shirt.
Okay.
We've got some extra. We'll give it away. Yeah, we're big time in here. So, well, let's do. If you're on Facebook, can you see the comments?
Yeah.
Just I guess drop it in there. We'll keep up with the first person to get it. Twitter, drop it in here, and YouTube, and first person to get it. We'll do it. Big Dog Brett, sorry, I just saw your YouTube. Are we excited to play Georgia this year? I'm excited that the Georgia game's later this year.
We plan on going. So we're super excited.
I don't know if I'm super excited yet. We'll see what Georgia's roster looks like.
That's true.
Come that time, but
that's true.
We'll definitely. I'm definitely more excited for it not to be in. I guess that was always the first week in October.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I was looking back at like the 1970, and I was like kind of like looking around those teams, because I went and looked when Clark Duncan played, stuff like that. So I was bouncing around. Like, the schedules were so wild. Like, there was no organization to them.
Oh yeah.
Like, people were just like, you guys want to play in October? You guys got an open date on October 12th? Yep.
Hey Johnny, you want to play tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like random.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'm looking for all the records, if we can.
I was gonna say, did you see CBS interviews? What's Mike Mayock interviews Condredge Holloway? Did you see that?
I missed that. When was it?
I don't know. It was very brief, but they talked about when Condredge Holloway and Alabama played in a certain year. Well, there's a play where Alabama's coach, God, I can't think of his name
Wait,
now.
yes, I do know what you're talking about. I did see this. I don't know why.
And so Condredge Holloway fumbles,
Yeah.
and it's because of the Alabama coach. And what is his name? I don't remember. Anyway, and they're like, "What'd you think about that fumble?" And he's like, "Yeah, it was a bad memory on my end."
Yeah, he's just like, what do you...
I'm just like,
do
who
you say
interviews
that?
somebody about a bad play?
Right. No, that's very weird.
Oh my god.
It's like the old XFL. Yeah, I think even this XFL, like, somebody would fumble and they would be interviewing them as they come off the field.
Why'd you throw that pick?
Yeah. So walk us through that last interception that you just threw. Thank you.
I know quarterbacks are supposed to have a short memory, but
Right.
can you?
Relive it for us
Yeah.
one last time. All I see is all-time player career stats. So maybe somebody will beat us to this little historic. What do you think UT's record will be at the end of the year? Big Dog Brett asked that. I mean, we can look at the schedule. I think with the toughness of the schedule, I feel like right now the safe spot's gonna be like 8-4. You might find yourself at 9-3.
Yeah.
You could find yourself at
7-5.
Yeah, 7-5. But I feel like 8-4 is probably.
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet.
Again, would need to.
Yeah, I mean, if you surprise somebody, you surprise in Oklahoma, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, you can find yourself 9-3.
Yeah, maybe depending on who you play in the bowl game, 10-2. I'm trying to find the all-time record. Maybe go to stats. I don't know. I'm gonna learn how to navigate utsports.com's website now. So that's
We should, whoever it is, we should get their total amount of points, and then in one day you have to kick that amount of points.
that would be insane. So, would you split them up by extra points and field goals? I feel like you have to.
Yeah, maybe. Or heck, we could just do field goals.
Shoot. Yeah, we gotta figure this out. I'm assuming it's a kicker. It should be, I guess. But
James Whittle is that sounds right.
I think he held it before. I feel like it's Medley. I
Really?
feel like I remember Medley breaking it. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, see if you can find it on Google. It says you can use a. Oh yeah, this is see if anybody beats us to it. I need somebody to beat us to it. All-time record scorer in Tennessee football history. All-time scorer. Tell us who you think it is. If you get it right, you get a shirt. You all can look it up too, I guess, because we don't even have it right now.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
You got anything else for the Alabama game?
I don't have much for the Alabama game. It was cool to see Sean Alexander run for Alabama. I've obviously seen the Alabama game, but I couldn't tell you like a play I really remember outside of the touchdown. Kickoff return for a touchdown from Peerless Price. Other than that, I don't know of any of that. Like, so it's one of those games I've definitely never seen all the way through. So it was exciting to watch like that. This is a more exciting football game, I feel like. Also, you mentioned I saw you tweet about the linebacker trio.
Yeah.
There's not one close to it.
No, there's
Not one close to it. There's no one that touches
somebody did say Leonard Little, but wasn't he more considered as a defensive end? I know when he got to the NFL, he was a defensive end.
that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that one, but still, it's Tennessee.
Right.
Also, like there was one that was pretty good: Brian Cushing, Clay Matthews, and Ray Maluga. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just watching those three guys like in real time, like you can't find a better trio than that.
No, not a chance. There's no way I'm using this search thing well to try to find this, but I don't have time to do it.
Cigars, man.
Cigars. What about it?
I think I know you have cigars, and I want to have at least a cigar on me every time we play Alabama from now on.
I've got a cigar for Alabama that I have.
Okay.
That is like the next time.
And you have nice cigars, right?
I've got one nice one that's the Alabama one.
Okay.
So.
Because I've never smoked a cigar before.
You've never smoked one.
Yes. So I mean, what a way to earn my
you actually
cigar virginity.
Yeah, make sure you don't smoke one before then. So it only has Aaron Medley's freshman year stats on the website. So he had 106 points his freshman year. So if he maintained that, that's 400.
Jeez.
So that's 30 more than Jeff Hall.
Yeah,
you have anything else about the Alabama game you want to add in? Make sure I hit all my notes.
I don't. We're 6-0.
We're 6-0. Who do we play next week? I don't think I wrote that down. Got it right here.
Is it a cupcake?
No. Well,
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Yes and no.
Yeah, we have to play them.
Yeah. T. Martin. I suspect he's gonna have a big day. We'll see. You want to bet on it? We're watching this in real time, people.
I'll bet a cigar on it.
Okay, I'm into that. I'm pretty disappointed I can't just easily access Tennessee football like records.
Points.
I'm just gonna put I don't know what to. Who knows a good source to use? That's what we need. Football statistical leaders, and it even tells me I've clicked on it before, so I guess I have. I don't see scoring on here though. That's probably what I was looking for last time I did this. We're stuck. Someone's got the answer.
Somebody does.
Somebody has the answer.
JT Daniels might have the answer.
JT Daniels, that would be incredible because he'd only have 2 years of eligibility. So
3.
If he has 3.
Yeah, because he redshirted last year.
There you go.
So yeah, so he's 3 years of eligibility. I kind of want to clear the air with this because I feel like a lot of people thought we were maybe not wanting JT Daniels. I think me and Caleb both can agree on, like, if you're going to win his football games,
bring him in.
Yeah.
But we also said, and I still believe this, right now especially, it doesn't make sense. I'm not saying I have no clue whether the coaches want him or not, but we have reached a scholarship limit and the QB room's full. And then I also still stand by the statement of, if you bring him in, JG cannot be your starter. I'm not saying it has to be him, but it's got to be him or Harrison. Or someone else.
If you bring in JT Daniels, he's your starter. Got to be.
Well, I'm just saying I think if you have talent like that and no one – and because, we don't know what he's going to be like now that he's had a season off to an ACL injury.
Yeah, that's for the coaches to figure out.
But I just don't think it can be JG. I don't think it.
No, I agree with that. If you really think JT Daniels can come in and produce more than anybody quarterback on that roster, you do it. And you make the numbers work.
Right. Yeah. And people are going to leave. It's part of it. But people are probably going to leave before the season starts anyways. So
right. Yeah, you're probably going to lose a quarterback or two before, even if JT Daniels doesn't come.
Right.
My thing is, like, you're kind of picking between JT Daniels has some experience at the college level, but are you willing to just put Harrison Bailey at the back burner?
Right.
That's
another question you have to ask too. You've been recruiting him hard, and I'm not saying I hope you haven't promised him playing time and starter because you can't, but
he's not going to sit on the bench for 3 years.
Right.
He's a 5-star quarterback. He's not going to do that.
No.
But if the coaches really think that JT Daniels is the answer and gives us the best chance to win, you do it.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I agree.
I think it's going to be Austin Price and VolQuest announced there has been talks with JT Daniels, so there's been communication. Now, is the feeling mutual between the two? We have no clue. And I think Tennessee can attest that it's hard to get California kids out of the state of California.
Yeah.
We got Henry To'oTo'o. I wouldn't even count Keller Christ.
Hey, that's a transfer though. So
yeah,
transfer QB.
But we went all in with Jeremy Pruitt's first year. We recruited Elijah Griffin and Isaac Taylor Stewart out of California, and they ended up going to USC.
Yeah.
So was it worth flying out there and stuff. And JT Daniels is not like he can come visit either.
No, I mean, it's definitely going to be a lot of these recruits and transfers are going to be interesting in how they make their decisions.
Yeah.
Like Zach Evans at least had his Florida trip canceled. I don't know if he had any other trips canceled due to it, but.
Gosh, I'm kind of done with the Zach Evans thing.
Oh, come on. You know you want him.
If he came great, whatever. I mean, I just don't. I don't even think he wants to play. Like, does he even want to go to school? I mean, I guess.
He wants to play football.
Right.
I mean, he may want to go to school. I don't know. Maybe that's what he's comparing.
Right.
I don't know. No clue. That is definitely an interesting situation that, I don't know if we're going to be on the. I don't know if we care to be on the right end of it, honestly. I wonder how the Tennessee coaches are viewing it. Obviously, they recruited him at some point, but doesn't seem like it anymore. Okay, I've at least found the media guide, so I'm probably about to find this. Is that all we've got for JT Daniels?
Yeah, I just want to mention that Volquest said that there has been contact, so that's developing, I guess.
Right.
I mean, you have a lot of teams that need.
I'm just going to be very, very frustrated if we go out and get this guy and we're still scared to start someone else. It's going to be very, very frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
Very frustrating.
I mean, that's... Ooh, I wouldn't want to be in... I mean, because you're putting yourself in the hot seat.
Right.
Not that we'd... I don't know. I mean, I guess we fired for less. So. Yeah, the NFL draft is tomorrow.
Yeah. First round starts going to be virtual.
Yeah, did you see the fail of it already having issues with the Bengals first? They tried to do a virtual mock draft, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And it, had glitches all in it.
So, I saw, some of the teams struggling, which, how does an NFL team struggle? How do you not have people ready to help? I don't know. It just seems
My thing
crazy.
is, can they not just, call and be like, hey, I want Joe Burrow? I mean...
Also that? Yeah,
I don't understand what the whole, because what if somebody picks, they have a kicker queued up.
Right.
And they pick a kicker in the first round? Could that happen? Could it glitch and give them somebody they didn't even want?
That would be fantastic if it could. I don't know if that's how it works, but that would be awesome.
Maybe this gives, GMs and stuff an out.
Yeah, they're like, draft, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. They draft somebody bad, they're like, yeah, it was glitched.
Right. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. I hope that happens.
So, Bengals, you think it's
got to
easy?
be Joe Burrow, right?
I don't know how you go. Why does this... It shouldn't even be a question. It's
No.
Just pick.
Right.
Make it easy on yourself. Pick the best quarterback.
Well, they have to. They have to take. If Joe Burrow wasn't, I think Joe Burrow's plenty good. I know a lot of people still have question marks around him. But if it was Sam Darnold, I pass. But
Yeah.
I'm taking Joe Burrow.
Yeah, for sure.
No offense, Sam Darnold. I hope you came back from pneumonia and not kissing random ladies anymore.
Is that what it was?
I don't know. Isn't that what they tell you? The pneumonia's past their kissing?
I don't know.
cooties?
I've never had it.
That kind of surprised me. You seem like you'd get pneumonia. You seem like the type of guy.
You're trying to get me in trouble with my wife.
Exactly.
And then the second pick, I guess you just want to go through the top 10?
Yeah, and I think I finally found out who scored the most points.
Who is it?
I can't. Not yet.
It's
still the giveaway.
Oh,
so this is this is utsports.com official.
Oh, okay.
So they said that if you have any problems, so you can take them up with them. You can still anybody. We don't have a winner yet. I'm waiting on a winner. All-time leading scorer in Tennessee football history. Tell us who you think it is. You want a shirt. If no one gets it,
we keep the shirt.
I guess I'll wear it.
So Joe Burrow, easy pick. The Redskins have the second pick. Who they got? I think this is.
It's got to be Chase Young.
Yeah, I mean he's probably the best overall player in the draft.
Right. But my fail of the week, or not fail, sorry, stupidity of the week is Tom Fornelli. CBS? Is he CBS?
Is he?
I don't know what he is.
I don't know.
I believe he's CBS. He has, in his mock draft, he has Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, so the Dolphins trading up and getting Herbert. Mm-hmm. Tua, which would be the Jaguars trading up. Chase Young falling to New York. If that happens, New York is set.
Oh yeah, and the Dolphins might well just like cancel their
if Justin Herbert's
franchise.
If he gets taken over Tua, first off, what the crap?
And if like you're gonna go Justin Herbert over Chase Young, no,
or over Chase Young,
no, God, yeah. I would go get Cam Newton before I'd get
wait, what? Talk about this draft,
right? But
you're talking the Dolphins should go and get him.
Yeah, the Dolphins should get Chase Young and then get Cam Newton.
Well, the Dolphins shouldn't trade up from 5.
Right.
Do not trade up from 5. You don't need to trade up from 5. You can get Tua there, and you'll be fine.
Yep.
Or you know what? You could get Justin Herbert there if you're going to be dumb and draft Justin Herbert. Do not trade up to get Justin Herbert. And if you don't trade up and someone else gets Justin Herbert, thank them for making the stupid pick for you and move on.
Yeah. You said it great, man. I mean, that's it. That's it. Don't make it. These
just don't trade up. Yeah, just don't trade up.
These franchises think too much.
Right.
Just do it.
Yep. Did you see? I think it was what's his name? The Mississippi Brandon dude from Barstool.
Yeah.
Did you see him tweet? And he was like, Bill Belichick just traded a retired player for. Was it 4th round pick? Mm-hmm. 4th round pick. And someone was like, it's not that funny in context. And I was like, no, it's still that funny in context. Yeah. It doesn't matter that he had money left on his New England contract. He wasn't going to play for New England.
No.
And they got a 4th pick out of him.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a choice of playing for Tampa or playing for New England. He was playing for Tampa and that's it. They got a 4th round pick for a guy who wasn't playing or going to play.
So he could just, I mean, if he was a butthole, he could be like, yeah, I'm not playing for y'all either.
Tampa?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he could retire from Tampa right now, and they would just be stuck with his $10 million contract.
And then the Patriots get the 4th round pick.
And the Patriots get the 4th round pick. Yeah. That could happen. Technically, yes.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. I'm sure there actually has got to be some word, though, that would all... But if it happens before after the draft,
there's got to be a contract or something.
Yeah, but what happens if it happens after I guess you'd get their 4th, whoever they took in that place?
Maybe.
I don't know. Who knows?
Number 3, you got the Detroit Lions. I think this is easy too. If they don't trade back, I think you get the best corner, Jeff Okudah, Ohio State.
Yeah, him or Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, I think Detroit needs help in the pass rush. So I think they could go either way here. I think they're kind of set not to take a bad pick though. They thankfully don't have to take a quarterback, so that they don't have that pressure like the Dolphins. So, who do you want the Panthers to get at 7?
A 7. I'm hoping Isaiah Simmons falls all the way to 7.
You're hoping he gets all the way there?
If not, if they go Derek Brown, that's fine too. I just think you need Luke Kuechly's gone, so you need a replacement for him. You go Isaiah Simmons, that's your replacement at linebacker. He can also help you in the secondary. I just think he gives you a versatile defender that you don't really have. Now, if you get Derek Brown, he shows out, that's fine. I just think you could get a defensive tackle. I mean, look at the Jets and the Saints, what they did with Kyle Phillips and Shot Tuttle. I feel like you can get a pretty good defensive tackle later on.
Yeah, no, I feel like defensive tackle should be farther down the line. Shouldn't be that early.
Yeah, if not, I would trade back. If Isaiah Simmons isn't there, I would trade back.
Okay.
I would get Kenneth Murray, Patrick Queen at linebacker, and then I would try to get I'd try to get a cornerback and maybe a defensive lineman in the 2nd round.
Yeah,
that's me. I like the picks. I like having options at picks. I don't like just staying in one place.
Yeah, and especially if you don't have which you do have number 7, but if you don't have a top 10 pick,
yeah,
it's tough to get that game-changing player. Mm-hmm. So, especially if you're talking about best available at that point, you're not always getting someone at a position that is a game. Right. I mean, look at how many offensive linemen are going to go in the top 10.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
And they're definitely not game. They can help a lot, obviously, but they're not game changers.
So where are we at now? The Giants?
I just skipped around. I didn't know you wanted to go all the way down. I was curious who you wanted at Carolina. So yeah, we're technically the Giants. I think they take the best available defensive player here.
Yeah, probably.
I know they're looking at a lot of offensive linemen. I'm sure that would help too.
Yeah,
But
Jedrick Willis, Jedrick Wills from Alabama would probably be my pick there. If they truly think Danny Dimes is
right
their guy,
well, I mean, regardless,
you have to protect him.
Even if it's not him, you have Barkley that you need to have a good offensive line for.
Yeah.
Because no matter how good he is, if there's not someone to run behind,
right?
What's he really going to do? So,
Dolphins, Tua. Don't make it hard on yourself. Just get Tua.
And you don't need to trade up for it. No. You don't. Just stay there.
No.
And you can trade back and get Justin Herbert wherever the F you want because no one wants Justin Herbert.
Now, maybe the Dolphins trade up because they're worried somebody else is going to trade up and take Tua.
That's possible.
Yeah.
That's possible.
But don't trade up and get Justin Herbert.
Do not trade up and get Justin Herbert because you could trade down and get him in the third round with whatever other crappy third round pick you want to pick up. I wonder where Justin Herbert does go though if he doesn't go in the first round.
I wonder if he falls to the Jags at 9.
So I mean that's possible. I could see the Jags trading up and taking Justin Herbert too with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Something about that Florida air just makes you extra stupid.
You obviously can't drive.
Yeah, no, they cannot drive.
I don't understand. It's so flat.
Although I do have a theory. That's very true. I do have a working theory though that a lot of these really bad Florida drivers are getting blamed on just really bad drivers who rent cars because like all the car rentals are based out of Florida.
That's true too.
So you look at a license plate, and you're like, that person is terrible, and they're from Florida, of course.
Giving us a bad name.
Yeah, that ends in like from Kentucky, down here for the week with his family.
Or it's Caleb in his Dodge Ram.
Dude, that thing was nice. Did you mean to say that? Did you remember that car rental?
I did remember that.
That thing was awesome. I about went and spent $20,000, $30,000 on a truck. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm glad I didn't. I would be in debt right now. But
yeah, struggle would have been real.
Yeah.
Chargers. I mean, maybe go Justin Herbert. Maybe.
I mean, they might. Yeah.
Or they might go offensive lineman as well. Get Andrew Thomas.
I don't take Justin Herbert there. I'm not touching him.
Yeah. Falcons. I don't know what the Falcons will do. Or not the Falcons, the Cardinals, sorry. Cardinals have that pick. Maybe they go...
Offensive lineman?
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
That's so boring. So many offensive linemen going.
Necessary, but
yeah,
not flashy.
Right. Justin Herbert going 9?
Yeah, I'll say 9.
Falls down there?
The Browns at 10, right?
Browns at 10. They're going to take an offensive lineman probably.
Tristan Wirfs, maybe.
CBS, RJ White has the Broncos trading up to that spot and getting Judy.
I wouldn't hate it. They need some playmakers at wide receiver.
Yeah, they definitely do. I like them. You saw that over under. I like them to. I think it was 8.5.
Yeah,
7.5. If it's 7.5, I definitely like them to win 8 games. 8.5, winning 9. I don't know.
So Vols in the draft.
Vols in the draft. I guess the first one we're gonna see is Darrell Taylor taken.
Yeah.
If it's not Darrell Taylor, I'll be very surprised.
Right. I mean, I think
third round is where everybody has him.
Yeah, I think 2 guys get drafted tomorrow.
You think just 2? You think Batuli slides out?
I
think he's been selected in like a few.
Yeah, I'm thinking Taylor and Jennings are the only ones that get drafted.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. If Batuli gets picked up, it's going to be in a very late.
Yeah, maybe
7th round.
Maybe one of them goes in the 7th round, but
yeah, I would be surprised if you see more than 2. I think Jawan Jennings could go in a number of rounds. I think you could see him going as early as 3rd. That's the absolute earliest.
Yeah.
And as far back as I could see him falling into the 7th depending on needs. And
I have him as in the 6th. So I've Darrell Taylor going the 3rd round to the Raiders. I just feel like he fits the Raiders. WGWTFA. that's Raiders. That has Raiders all over it. So I'm going to go him 3rd round to the Raiders. I'm going to go Jawan in the 6th round to the Packers.
I'd like that.
I mean, Rodgers likes a lot of, and I'm not saying Jawan Jennings is a no-name receiver, but he's done a lot with less.
Yeah.
So if you bring a playmaker like that in, I think it's going to be good for that organization.
I also saw him going in the 6th to the Saints.
Okay.
I would like that too. That would be nice. Yeah, so Batuli, you have fallen out. Batuli, Callaway, and Nigel Warrior, I expect to be signed immediately after the draft. They'll be announcing where they're headed for rookie camps immediately following the draft. Nigel Warrior, I'm excited to see what he does because I feel like he's just getting better last year every game. Was hoping he would get invited to the combine because I was like, if he gets invited to the combine, his measurables are pretty solid. Like, his measurables are better than Juwan's. Like, we all knew Juwan was going to go to the draft or to the combine, and people might start questioning him. Nigel Warrior, I thought if he gets to go to the combine, he's going to show out.
Yeah, jump off the charge. Yeah.
Potentially sneak his way into the draft. But with that not happening, I kind of figured there was zero
I'd like
chance.
the Chiefs to pick him up. That's where his dad got drafted at.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool.
That would be.
I have Marquez going to the Titans, undrafted.
Okay. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I just think they need somebody who can high point the football, and hey, can't find a better one than Marquez Callaway.
If Marquez Callaway can develop how I truly believe he can develop, him next to AJ Brown would be pretty nasty. Mm-hmm. Marquez Callaway, I think, is one of those that look back on. I'll be pretty disappointed if he doesn't have a good NFL career.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gerald Taylor or Juwan could probably have the best, but I think if you'd asked me before last season, I think Marquez Callaway would have been the most NFL-ready player we had.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I have Dominic Wood-Anderson going undrafted to the Vikings.
Okay.
Back up Kyle Rudolph. And then I have, Nigel Warrior to the Chiefs. I have Daniel Batuli actually going to the Panthers.
Nice.
If they don't have, a top linebacker, he can either back one up or...
I would imagine they'll be bringing in a lot of free agent linebackers to look at it. I mean, they're going to replace their best guy they're going to try to find an immediate replacement for him and someone really good. You got a lot of cap space free up, and then they're going to have to look for
somebody back him up.
Somebody else. So.
Yep. So Matt Miller had Juwan Jennings as a number 31 wide receiver. He has Marquez Callaway as the number 64 receiver. He is Dominic Wood-Anderson as the number 20 tight end. And then I'll have to go through. So edge rushers, he has Darrell Taylor as the number 8 edge rusher. Go to the next one. Daniel Batuli, I think he was on this list somewhere. No, he was not on this list. Yeah, he was. Number 30. Nigel Warrior was not on the list.
Gotcha.
As safety. But yeah, I think all those guys will sign some kind of contract.
Right.
And get a shot.
No, I expect you'll hear from them after the season. So.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Robert Faust says, "Are we going to have a football season?" We hope.
I don't have a clue. I hope no one's made that decision yet. I know that UConn guy has.
And so has Missouri. Did you see where they're going back to class?
Oh, they're going back to class?
Yeah, in August.
Okay. Then I think we're getting a good sign here. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to have the staff go back in like waves.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I feel like you're moving one step closer. That's what you need to happen is schools need to be back in session. So as long as that happens, I think you're guaranteed a football season. You may not be in the stands.
Right.
But I think you at least have a football season at that point.
Yep.
So
and just the guy said he's canceling the fall sports. Like, does that mean they wouldn't happen in the spring? I'm just confused on what
the UConn guys that are talking about.
I'm just confused of his take because if he's saying it's like the spring where we're just not going to have those sports,
right?
I think that's kind of jumping the gun a little bit to me.
Mean, it's not even May yet.
Right?
Why are you making decisions about things in August, and why are you making a decision about things that don't need to be made right now? Like that doesn't need to happen.
Right.
I don't know.
Robert Faust said he has his tickets. We have our tickets too.
Perfect.
So we're.
I have mine yet, but.
Well, I don't have them yet, but I've purchased them.
I have not purchased mine yet.
Oh, okay.
So,
better get on that.
Yeah. I haven't.
Are you sitting in the same place?
I'm sorry?
You sit in the same place?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You want to do our? Have you had anybody try to guess the all-time leading scorer?
I have not.
Anybody got a guess? You win a free shirt. All you gotta do is guess. It's not a bad. That's not a bad little get. Just type in this.
Just guess.
Just guess. Just type in. Your best guess into the. What you call it? Oh, the chat. God, why do I sound so old? Just type it in. Tell us who you think the all-time leading scorer in Tennessee football history is. If you get it right, first person to get it right, give you a shirt. You can just guess a bunch of random names.
Speaking of old, and I hope my mom doesn't listen to this, but
are you about to say something bad about her?
Yeah, kind of. My wife was trying to teach her how to do Zoom today.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
And she was trying to figure it out, and she was like, "What time does the email say?" And my wife's like, 5:30. It was 5:44.
Ah. Yeah, that Zoom
Super
call was
late.
not happening.
No.
Les Wadley on YouTube said, haven't been able to figure out why in the red zone Tennessee didn't get the ball to Marquez. Fade to him could have been very successful in my opinion. What say you guys? I agree. We did it several times and it worked. Probably should have been more of a red zone threat. Should have went to him more often. We were not successful in the red zone. And I guess I don't really think I can show you that we talk about how important it is to be dominant at the line of scrimmage. It's also important to be dominant in the red zone.
Yeah.
If you're dominant in the red zone, you're probably going to win most of the football games. So that's very, very important.
Teams that scores the most points will win, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Les Whaley also asked, can you guys explain how North Carolina is doing these crazy numbers in recruiting? I assume he's talking about football.
Yeah.
Are they moving up?
They're like the number 2 class
Wow.
in the country. First, I'll go to Marquez Callaway. I think a lot of why he wasn't utilized is because of quarterback play.
Yeah.
And that's his entire career. It's not just this past year.
Right.
He should have been utilized a lot more, especially when we didn't have Juwan Jennings.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of in the red zone, we get close enough, and there was no trust in JG, but any of our quarterbacks.
Right.
So I think a lot of that was because of quarterback play.
Right. Right.
And just not trusting them in the red zone. North Carolina, they have a ton of prospects in state. I think it was kind of like Tennessee last year. They just had a bunch of guys in state that they're able to get, and with no one able to take visits anymore, it's just easier to go
Right.
to your home.
Yeah, I mean, that's very true. Yeah.
Go to your home college. So I think Mac Brown is getting a good program together.
Right.
Now, is he able to do anything with it? I don't think he'll ever be Clemson.
No, that'll be tough to do. No.
And if this opens back up, you could see a lot of those guys decommit.
There's still plenty of time for that to happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, you have until December, and with everything right now, I would say a lot more people would wait. And
how many signings do they have? I mean, I know you have to have a certain number to rank in that, but you know,
I don't know. A lot of their guys are in state.
right. And I know you've talked about how good that North Carolina class is this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2020.
Yeah, a lot of those guys Tennessee has been after as well. So it's Tennessee could jump right back into the thick of some of those recruitments if we're able to open things back up. And it kind of sucks for Tennessee because there's not a big in-state crop of talent.
Right.
And so
they have 14 commits. They
Yeah.
don't have any 5 stars, but they have 11 4-stars.
right.
They're number 2 in the country. Wow. Yeah. I'd say also a good explanation is you have a Hall of Fame coach on your leading your squad that has proven to get guys to the NFL and proven that he can win games. So
Win a national championship.
yep. Les Whaley also got our trivia question right. He said, "I has to be a kicker. I'll say Jeff Hall." That is absolutely correct. Jeff Hall is the leading scorer in Tennessee football history. Les, I'll get with you after the show, and we'll get you this shirt. What do I do with the other thing? Let's see who it is by a mentions by. It doesn't. We need to create some more trivia questions, especially during this time, off the record books. I'm gonna do some more research tonight and see if I can find a full record book.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Create our own Aflac trivia questions. I feel like you have to pay us for that. There's no free ads.
Right.
No free ads. Sorry.
No, sorry.
Hate that for you. College football rule changes. Talking college football, there's not any real notable changes. Like, there's one minor rule change, but it really doesn't, like, affect the game that much. Obviously, people are making fun of it because of Nick Saban. The rule pretty much beat him.
Right.
But it's really not a big rule change.
He cried about it, and it got passed. So
Right. The first, I'd say, like, they're not really answering our questions, though, about target. Like, that's not what we want fixed in targeting. So targeting, they're leaving the player that is ejected now can remain on the bench. That doesn't really, that's not what we want fixed about targeting. Yeah, like, that's a good thing to do, but that doesn't fix anything we want to do. Yeah. The 2-minute guideline for replay, so now it's a 2-minute shot clock pretty much. Got to determine inside 2 minutes. I'm glad they did that. I think that's important because I think that if you can't see a play, I think it honestly should probably be 1 minute. I think 1 minute and you're not allowed to slow it down unless you're looking at, like, if they stayed in bounds. And then I think you can, like, take a picture and look and see, okay, they didn't step out off the line. But I feel like that's a pretty good guideline. I think that is, I forgot about that one. I think that's a good way to move towards fixing replay.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
Number 0 can now be worn as a number. I don't care about this one. I think it looks hideous on jerseys, especially football jerseys. But yeah,
it looks
whatever.
pretty
I don't care. And then officials have jurisdiction 90 minutes prior to kickoff. This will forever be known as the
Lynn Bowden Jr. rule.
Bowden Jr. rule. Because he sucker punched a guy.
Yeah.
Did he just think he wasn't gonna, like, did he know he couldn't get thrown out? So he's like, I'm gonna punch this dude.
He's like, what time is it?
Because I think he rushed for like 230 yards and threw for 100 in that game.
Yeah.
And they almost lost him before the game even started.
Right.
Also, who was it that got kicked out of the Kentucky game 2 years ago? Because it was not 2 years ago. It was Butch Jones last year. It was 17. So, yeah, 2 years ago. And the entire team got a personal foul penalty. So that was the first one.
That was so dumb.
We never even left the bench. Tennessee never left the bench. Kentucky did.
But he gave everybody one.
But everyone got assessed a personal foul penalty. Just like that's what happened in the Kentucky Virginia Tech game. Everyone was assessed a personal foul. And then, it wasn't Batuli, was it? Got thrown out. It was a linebacker. I just can't remember who it was.
I don't know.
Got a personal foul and they were rejected. So that's a terrible rule.
Yeah, that's
especially when you have replay and you can go back and see who threw punches.
Right, yeah. They're literally playing it on ESPN saying, hey, this guy threw a punch and is not ejected.
Yeah. But the whole team gets personal foul penalties.
We don't know who did it.
You get a personal foul penalty. Everybody gets them. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any serious rule changes that... This one doesn't mention the new play clock rule, though. And I'm going to need to get... Can you explain it well?
I don't know.
Okay. So it has something to do with how the play clock ends and how the game clock ends at the end of the half.
I did not read that one. I didn't read that one.
Maybe it's just being talked. Maybe it was proposed. It was the one Gus Malzahn tweeted about. Let's see if I can find it.
It was something like if there's... At the end of a game, if there's less than 4 seconds left and there has to be a replay, or if...
I'm looking. Okay, so if the game clock expires at the end of the half and a replay determines that there was time remaining, and the clock should start on the referee's signal after review, there must be at least 3 seconds remaining when the ball should have been declared dead to restore time on the clock.
Or the game's over.
Yeah. So
or the half's over. Yeah.
So that's dumb. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
I thought there was already a rule. Not a rule, but like, hey, there's a second left.
So the only reason I guess this wouldn't be a question at the NFL level. So I guess what they're doing is since the chains move. So I'm trying to remember the Auburn play. Did Auburn get a first down? They were clocked down before time expired. Is that what happened? And then they got a chance to reset the chains, start it, and snap the field goal. Is that exactly what happened? I'm assuming. I know there was a lot of controversy surrounding it. Oh, here it explains it. Is it? Oh, okay, that was a different play. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mean, none of the rules really.
I mean, that rule does make sense when you think about it, because you shouldn't
Right.
like a second would take too long, even 3 seconds. Because if that happened and it was 4 seconds left, Auburn still probably wouldn't have had time to get their field goal team on and snap it. But in the new rule, if it was 4 seconds, they would have time to do that. So
I just love that they took the time to actually look at targeting and then did that.
That's the rule they give us. Yeah, that is pretty bad. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Anything else about college football rule changes?
Fixed targeting, like really fixed targeting. That's my only thing that I just hate about it.
Yeah, I
mean, especially watching these 1998 games where
Right.
it was so fun to see hits and stuff.
and there were also a ton of hits in 1998 that weren't targeting.
Yeah,
They were hard hits, but they immediately get a flag and they get a review back and get a return. But it's like they should have never been in question. I think there's a lot of things to fix about targeting. I think the launching. I guess that's the only way to stay injury free. I don't know. The launching rule's tough though. Tough to enforce correctly.
right.
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, I was typing in Auburn, Alabama in 2013. Popped up the kick return.
Kick 6.
Yeah, isn't that was 13? I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I am right. I'm just kidding. See if I can find that play. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I'm gonna have to look it up after this. I am curious though how that rule ended up. So, Jumbotron. Did we have one?
I don't think we said anything.
Yikes. Okay, one off the. We should ask listeners to give us one.
Oh, what was your favorite parts of The Last Dance?
Favorite part of The Last Dance? That's.
It can be anything. I'll go first. The French guy trying to sneak an autograph.
That was good. I liked the golf game.
Okay.
I want to know if the
with
story,
Danny Ainge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know if the story about the Charles Barkley golf game is true now. Because a lot of people are like, oh, you're talking about how they're buddy. Now they play golf the day of the conference or of the NBA playoffs. But apparently, did you read the story about Charles Barkley? Apparently, after they played golf, Michael bought him like a $20,000 watch. This is like a Bleacher Report story or something like that. That Michael Jordan bought him a $20,000 watch, and I guess someone asked him why, and it was something like, I don't know. Now that fat ass won't think, or now that fat ass thinks we're friends or something like that. I don't know. Something making fun of Charles Barkley, and everyone's like, yeah, it was not what you think. I need to see if I can find the story.
Gosh.
Yeah.
My next favorite part, and it was something I didn't know, was Scottie Pippen was a manager at Central Arkansas.
I did not know that. That was cool. That was very cool.
Also, it's hilarious that Central Arkansas produced the best player from Arkansas ever.
Do what now? Sorry.
Like Central Arkansas had the best player ever
Right.
from Arkansas. Like it wasn't Arkansas.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton was on there too. Did you see?
Yeah, dude. And he was under I think they've had him as Arkansas governor of Arkansas or something like that. They had Obama as Chicago resident. I was like, oh, thank you. You couldn't put everyone knows he's from Chicago.
Right.
That's a problem.
What was your next favorite?
I'm trying to think of just favorite parts. I love the cocaine circus, and that started it off hot. And Michael Jordan's like, I'm not answering that. Pretty much. He's like, I don't know. Come on. You know. First off, you know.
Right.
You know.
I love when James Worthy said, I was better than Michael Jordan for about 2 weeks.
Well, I was talking to someone about that. I was like, that's the difference between, and I think it's why people hate LeBron more than Michael, typically, is it's that hard work mentality. Because LeBron works just as hard as Michael Jordan. There's no question. He's changed his body 2 or 3 times now. He went in one season from one of the worst 3-point percentage shooters to one of the best. He is obviously a very hard worker, but it didn't take as much to untap his talent. He's always been the biggest and fastest kid.
Right.
Michael wasn't the biggest, fastest kid. Even in college, it wasn't like he just walked out on the court and was better. If LeBron had played in college, he would have absolutely dominated from day one. Because that talent is more of a gifted obviously has to work hard to maintain it and to craft it and to be better. But like he walks out on the court and he's a freak of nature immediately.
Yeah. I mean, there was two people taken in front of Michael Jordan in the draft.
Yeah, but Michael is just like he had to grind every day to.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and I don't think LeBron. It's not like he could take a day off and be, but it definitely didn't take as much to untap that talent as it. And that I think that's why people, because Jordan, you can kind of relate to. Everybody's had that. Pretty much everybody's had that being cut moment. Whether they were actually cut, it's like they got benched or they got. Everyone's had that moment. Whereas LeBron's never really had that moment.
That's a good point.
He's never had the moment of being the either one of the worst guys on the team that has to work. Yeah, he's a come up story.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan's the pill in the lunchbox, lunchbox and hard hat.
Yep.
I can't find the story now. It was all over Twitter. See, I don't know. That's why I don't know if it's true.
What was your next one?
So I guess I love how much Scottie Pippen's accent changed from sounding like Cleveland Brown to
he did
kind
sound
of almost sounding like he was from Chicago. He almost had me fooled for a second.
Yeah.
He starts getting that city accent.
Also, what do you think about him getting paid like 122nd in the league?
That's insane.
$2.8 million?
Highway robbery.
Oh, dude.
Also, I've read that it wasn't Jimmy Sexton's fault, but we can blame it on Jimmy Sexton.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also, how much money has that dude made? How is he everybody's manager?
He's got maybe he works for like TMZ. He's got like a lot of dirt on a lot of people.
That's got to be it.
Stupidity.
Mine was Tom Fornelli, the draft where it was Burrow to the Bengals, Herbert to the Dolphins, Tua. Did the Jaguars trade up or did Tua go somewhere else? Tua, whatever. He had those quarterbacks going 3 and Chase Young falling all the way to 4, and the Giants magically scooped him up. If that happens, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
so bad. Have you seen all the people playing NCAA and they're posting all their offers and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Did you see Eli Drinkwitz?
No.
So a guy said he committed to Missouri and Eli Drinkwitz posted he was excited about it.
That's funny. That's funny. I was hoping he was about to fall for it, but okay. That's pretty funny.
So you don't think he did?
Oh, you think he did it on purpose?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that.
Okay, that would be fantastic. If that's what
I hope not.
It's like, who is this guy?
But I mean, maybe it's not. If it's like an intern who doesn't know about recruiting, and he's just
I mean, it's possible.
Boom, or whatever.
It's certainly possible.
Yeah, so that's my stupidity. Do you have any more?
I'm sure. I'm very confident I do.
Oh, I have college football quotes. Did their ranking college football recruiting departments.
How do you do that?
I don't know, but he has number 1. He has North Carolina, 2 Ohio State, 3 Clemson, 4 Minnesota, 5 Virginia Tech, 6 Georgia, 7 USC, 8 Texas A&M, 9 California, 10 LSU.
Did they say what it was based on? Exactly?
It just says recruiting departments. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't either.
But he only has 3 SEC teams, and none of them are in the top 5. He has Minnesota as number 4.
Row the boat, baby.
Yeah.
Row that boat.
That's all I got. I do want to mention this. So Clemson had their first decommitment since
Good Lord. You're gonna tell
December
me some crazy
23rd, 2016, this past week, when Corey Foreman, the 5-star defensive end from California,
Yep.
decommitted. Corderi Richardson was the one that decommitted. He is decommitted from there. I think signed with UCF, ended up going to Texas A&M, and now he's in the transfer portal at Texas A&M. So couldn't make up his mind, but he's from Memphis. He went to Trezevant.
Memphis.
I think that's where dude at Gallenberg Pittman. That's where he was at. Coach Rank.
Rankin is
Okay, yeah.
Rank. Les Whaley asked if we had seen the movie Greater. He said the '98 Arkansas game is such a big part of it. Is that the movie that they filmed in Knoxville? I haven't seen that.
So Greater is about Brandon Burlsworth, the offensive lineman from Arkansas.
Okay.
And so that 98 game is a big part in it. It actually shows like Al Wilson, when I don't remember, we blocked the kick. Al Wilson, I think, picks it up, and Brandon Burlsworth actually, it like shows him laying him out, but really in real time, he just pushes him out. It's about Brandon Burlsworth. It's a really good movie.
Okay, I'll have to see it.
Very
Watch
sad,
it.
but it's on Netflix.
I just got Disney Plus, so I'm a little dialed into that right now.
Gotcha.
I watched Cool Runnings, sort of today, kind of
That's
in the background. Cool Runnings, it's a fantastic.
It's a great movie.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. It's a phenomenal movie.
That's all I got. You got anything?
Nah, that's all I've got too. What was I going to ask you though? I feel like it was something about.
We do have a giveaway.
Oh, we have a giveaway. Let's do that while I try to remember. Hound Dogs giveaway, right?
Yeah, so Hound Dogs, $25 gift certificate to Hound Dogs.
Before you give that away, let me tell you guys how to sign up for that, because I don't know if we did at the beginning of the show. So you do it tonight. Obviously, you won't be entered in this drawing we're about to give away, but do it at some point tonight or before our next show. Go to volunteerroadshow.com, sign up. You'll have exclusive access to all of our content, and a great team of writers, and then obviously all of our shows as well. So make sure you go and sign up for that. You can chat, interact, set a profile. Go sign up for that. You'll little two birds, one stone, have access to the content, plus be entered for a giveaway. Make sure you go do that.
Yeah, so the $25 gift certificate to Hound Dogs. The winner is Alan Blaylock.
Alan Blaylock, congratulations.
Congrats. So to do that, you have to email Bobby C at volunteerroadshow.com or Billy Ratliff at volunteerroadshow.com to claim your prize within a week.
Go do it.
Within a week to get that $25 gift certificate. Congrats. That's all I got.
That's all I've got too, guys. First off, before you, as you're getting off here, stay with us. Stay with us. As you're getting off here, do me a favor. If you're on Twitter, retweet this. If you're on Facebook, share it. Like it on both of those. YouTube, like it. Thumbs up it. Whatever. Share it on whatever platform you prefer. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Make sure you follow Volunteer Roadshow as well. More important issues. And then you can follow our individual accounts as well. Guys, we're talking football. We're talking sports every time we come on here, doing our best we can. If you have any questions for us, you can ask them before the show. You can ask them during the show. We'd love to talk with you guys. Appreciate y'all getting on tonight. We'll see you guys on Sunday night. We will have a full show, but to start, we're talking about the 98 South Carolina game. Continuing our rewatch. So make sure you watch that so you can talk along. Or if you just have it memorized, then there you go. But watch it and soak it in. There are some games, which are my favorite to watch, are the John Ward calls of the games. I haven't checked to see if there's a South Carolina one. There was an Alabama one. So
nice.
Those are good to watch.
That's cool. Yeah, it gives you a little bit of positivity in your life.
Absolutely.
Right now. So everybody needs that. That's all we got. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.